Now this follows the famous TEDx Talk, How Unicorns Wind Up in a Straitjacket. Hey there, and thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Unicorns Out of a Straitjacket, which is to say very talented people, professionals, very knowledgeable professionals who are in the wrong career for them. So these talented professionals are the unicorns, and being in a straitjacket has been in a restrictive, unfulfilling, boring job that doesn't fully utilize your talents. So in the series, I'm interviewing wonderful people all around the world who've had different career stories and had different career changes or journeys, and they'll be sharing it with you. Today, I've got with me a very exciting guest, and I'm super excited about this one, and you'll find out why in a minute. So today I've got with me Shanna Antonio, and she is an amazing young entrepreneur and doing amazing stuff, super incredible stuff. And I said you'd be really excited because she used to be one of my students when I used to work helping students get into careers. So I'm really excited and super proud of what she's achieved so far. So Shanna, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Tell us a bit about you. Don't tease us, come on.
So I run a company called Ask Shanna Co, which is a virtual assistant company, and we work with entrepreneurs, and I've been doing that now for just over a year. Yeah, that's a bit about me.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And tell us a little bit about your career journey. How did you even get to this idea and this what you're doing?
I think it's been a long journey actually. Obviously pre-COVID, I actually was running an events company that was called SA Events Limited, and I did that for around, let's say, four years, if I can remember correctly. And then obviously COVID hit, and actually while I was doing my events company, I also was doing PA work on the side. And obviously I know everybody's at home, probably bombarded with a lot of work and a lot of things that needed to be done. Spoke to my mentor, who's like Antonio, and she was like, why don't you just launch a virtual assistant company or do PA work? And I was thinking, why would I do that? But one day I was just started to put together some ideas to see if I can do this virtual assistant business. And then I basically launched it, got all the people that worked with me previously in SA events or any other roles that I've worked in, and said, please promote this. And then from there, we just got an influx of clients, which has been great.
Oh, wonderful. Wow. So look, this was a really good positive outcome to come out of COVID. Yeah. You know, it's crazy because a lot of people think it's all bad news, but actually we've seen a lot of new businesses and new ideas come out of the pandemic situation. So this is a testimony to it.
Definitely.
Tell me, why were you reluctant in the beginning to start it?
Because I was thinking a new business, like I was just thinking like, how am I going to be able to do this essentially? And then obviously I just started my events company. Well, wasn't that very old, it's still very new and still trying to understand it, get to grips with it. Yeah, I was just thinking, how can I even do this? And am I even going to get any clients? Like just all these different thoughts were just coming through my mind. Yeah.
It's important that you share that because it's true. We all have these self-doubts and limiting beliefs, you know, about what's possible, and also credibility, right? When you do business. Oh, wow. How did you overcome that?
I was just pulling together like my experiences, because I've actually done probably like 7 years worth of administration secretarial roles, and didn't really take that into account. And then I was just going through like my CVs, past experience. I'm just like, I can actually do this. I have the experience. I know people, and yeah, I just thought of a business name. Got people to support me in terms of the team wise, because when promotions started going and we get lots of referrals, I was like, okay, I need to get a team together, need to sort this and this out, and it actually worked out to be very, very fruitful. Yeah, even this year, it's obviously been 1 year and a bit, we even went into got an office space, which has been good, and we currently have around 6 team members, 2 of them are full-time, and then the rest of them are part-time. So it's going really well.
Wow, this is amazing. What's the company's name again?
Ask Shanna Co.
Ask Shanna Co. You have to check her out. Honestly, even if it's just to be inspired by what you can achieve within a year. This is amazing. So while we're on here, obviously we're talking about unicorns out of a straitjacket. And following the TEDx Talks, there was 3 clues to identify how to get into the right career for you. And of course, that changes, but in a particular time, what is the right career for you? And there was 3 steps. And the first one is identifying the clues, maybe from your childhood or what you're complimented on or what your natural genius is. What would you say that is for you?
I think me just being naturally organized. I remember when I was young, I used to have all these folders that I just used to like sort out with all my letters and stuff that I used to have. And like I said, I was doing secretarial roles, like even in my church, just doing that for free, volunteering, doing administration, just stuff like that. And even events as well. I was doing events, and obviously from that, I was just like, okay, I really enjoy this. I really like this. So why not?
Exactly. I think organization is definitely key. Wow.
Yes.
And what are some of the dots that you've connected with your personal traits, your hobbies, your lifestyle? Sort of, how have you connected that with your natural genius of being organized?
I think I also love helping people and also seeing them like be the best that they can be. So as a result of basically managing their lives, which essentially is what we do, they're able to like focus on other things in their business, and we're able to focus on the admin, and things just gel well. So increases income for them, increases organization systems and stuff like that. So it's just been a great experience, and it's actually quite rewarding just seeing how things are just developing and how we're improving lives essentially. So yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I love that you tie it to that greater cause of, as a result of this, we're actually improving their quality of life. And that's super important to have that overall arching goal that you're working towards. Fantastic. So I keep saying fantastic because it is. It's incredible. The final stage is applying your natural genius and the clues. So you've touched on that you use organization and helping people in your company. What would you say is the one piece of advice you'd give to somebody who's thinking, wow, I could never do this, or this woman's amazing? What's the one piece of advice you'd say to them who are on this journey or even dreaming of starting?
I would say, I guess, get as much experience as possible so that you're able to like rely on your experience to then be more valuable to people. Get testimonials. I'd also say create a plan. So obviously before you start anything, you would always create a plan, the name, how far do you like, probably short-term goals, long-term goals, future goals, and just execute. Like get people around you that can support you. Like I said, I have my mentor, my team now, and they will just push you and drive you to do what needs to be done essentially. Yeah.
What I love about it is the fact that you said create a plan. For someone who organizes people. It's so aligned. I love it. I love it. Okay, so
don't be a unicorn in a straitjacket.